Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's TPM5 here, back again with another NBA playoff preview. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns matchup in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers finished with a record of 42-30, fresh off of a win in the play-in against the Warriors. The Lakers were glad to welcome back LeBron James, as the King himself was a key aspect in the Los Angeles Lakers winning that one-game play-in against the Golden State Warriors. The Lakers have had an injury-depleted roster this season, and that's part of the reason why they only have a 42-30 record after winning the championship. Now, LeBron James only played 45 games this season, however, he didn't really miss a beat when it came to his stats. He averaged 25 points, 7.8 assists, and 7.7 rebounds per game. Anthony Davis only played half the Lakers games this season, as he averaged 22 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds. A considerable drop from last season, which is rather disappointing, but in his games most recently, he's taken the step up, knowing that in the playoffs, his type of performances he's had this season aren't going to cut it. At the end of the season, the Los Angeles Lakers held a defensive rating of 106.8, making them the best defensive team in the whole NBA, ahead of teams like Philadelphia, Utah, and New York, who are often praised for their defensive prowess. The Phoenix Suns have an offense that is ranked in the top 10 in the NBA, which could raise some concerns for Lakers. However, due to their high defensive rating, they will be more than equipped to deal with that. Even with the Lakers missing key players for most of the regular season, their defense hasn't missed a beat, and that can be attributed to Frank Vogel's system and also the commitment of the Los Angeles Lakers players, as they know defense wins championships, as cliche as that may sound. However, the same can't be said for the Los Angeles Lakers' offensive rating, and also standing in the league in terms of offense. The Lakers currently ranked 24th best in the league with an offensive rating of 109.8, below the likes of Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards. Now, just a quick break in this video. I make NBA content on this channel, so I would like you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's keep going. So the Los Angeles Lakers have had struggles on the offensive end. This can be attributed to the lack of LeBron James and Anthony Davis being there, as they've been injured. And last year, the Lakers won the NBA title with a rather stagnant offense, which really started to kick off when they welcomed back Rajon Rondo. This season, the Lakers have a much deeper roster than they did last year, with the likes of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Andre Drummond, Montrezl Harrell, Talen Horton-Tucker, and Alex Caruso being key parts of their rotation. In that list, two X factors remain: Kyle Kuzma, who's averaging 13 points per game, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's averaging 41% from 3. Kyle Kuzma has the ability to be a spark plug on offense and flick the switch and become a key option when he needs to be, and KCP has nights where he can shoot the lights out of the ball, and that can be very important in the playoffs, as we've seen in many cases over the years. To beat the Phoenix Suns, the Los Angeles Lakers must dominate in the paint, as that's one of their key advantages as they hold length over the Phoenix Suns. They also must buy into their defensive philosophy that has gotten them to an NBA title last year and has held them in good stead after a tough season. Now on to the Phoenix Suns. When the Phoenix Suns traded Kelly Oubre Jr., Ricky Rubio, Ty Jerome, and Jalen Lecque, along with a 2022 first-round draft pick for Chris Paul and Abdel Nader, not many NBA fans were expecting the extent of their success to be a trip to the playoffs and also being the second seed in the tough Western Conference. However, Chris Paul, in his, what I would say, an actual MVP season, has carried the burden and made big changes on this rather young and youthful Phoenix team. Chris Paul is the definition of the MVP, although he may not win it, but that's a topic for another day. The Phoenix Suns finished the season with a 51-21 record and hold the 6th best defensive rating in the whole NBA, with that rating being 110.4. The Phoenix Suns also have a rather solid offense as well, as they rank 7th in the NBA in offensive rating at 116.3, which is tied with the Denver Nuggets, and only below teams such as the Brooklyn Nets, the Portland Trail Blazers, LA Clippers, and the Utah Jazz, and the Milwaukee Bucks. However, the likes of ESPN still have their doubts about the Phoenix Suns, and have given them a 4.6% chance to win the NBA title this postseason. This season, the Phoenix Suns have been led by the likes of Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton, with Devin Booker averaging 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game, Chris Paul averaging 16 points and 9 assists per game, with the third member of their so-called Big Three, DeAndre Ayton, averaging 10.5 rebounds and 14 points per game. The Phoenix Suns also have a couple key role players on their roster, with the likes of Jay Crowder and Torrey Craig able to give you some good defensive minutes and put some effort in on that side of the floor. They also have offensive options such as Cameron Johnson and Dario Saric off the bench as well. This is impressive as during the offseason, one of the biggest doubts people had over Phoenix's chances to contend was the lack of depth on their bench. However, their bench has proved that doubt was wrong, and they've given the Phoenix Suns a good base to rely on when their stars have to take a rest. The Phoenix Suns went 2-1 against the Los Angeles Lakers this season, with Anthony Davis missing one of those games with injury, and that game was a loss, and LeBron James missing the other loss as well. So basically, the Phoenix Suns have beaten an injured Lakers team twice, which can't really be accounted for when it comes to playoffs time. Overall, I think the Los Angeles Lakers have too much star power for the Phoenix Suns, and also will have a key edge over them with the two of probably the top 5 best NBA players currently in the league. And this game is on the 23rd of May, so it's only a few days after the Lakers play in the play-in. However, this is a full series, so I don't think that's going to have much of an effect. I say the Lakers will beat the Suns in a close 6-game series, and that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also comment what you thought of this video and who you have winning. And peace out, guys. See you for the next video.